What has been the most surprising or unexpected reaction you've received from readers about Dogwood? That it's scary. I was not trying to write a scary book. And it wasn't scary to me, I guess, because I was thinking about it, I guess, because it was in my, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about any of this in terms of it being scary. You know what I mean? It was just all very matter-of-factly to me. There wasn't a moment where I would write a certain thing. I was like, oh, this will freak people out. This will scare people. It was more or less, I was more concerned about hitting all of the aspects of history that I wanted to hit. People would say that there was a bit of a twist towards the end of the book when it all starts coming apart. It's basically about page 100 in the book that something happens that sets the whole story in a completely different direction. That's where I think a lot of the kind of like the really important revelations happened after that, and the things that really highlight what I wanted to talk about in terms of, you know, things that I've had in my head historically, like for years. I wanted to do something with them. I mean, that was the whole point, you know. But in a certain way, I think the horror aspect or the scary aspect of it, I think for me, if you were going to look at that, as a Black person, live in that era, in the 60s, the 50s, 40s, you know, living in that era, being Black, in basically a lawless ethno-fascist dictatorship. That to me is that's rich ground, that's fertile ground for horror stories, taking aspects of history and revealing how to certain people it's terrifying. To certain people, like the reality was like a nightmare. That's the stuff to me that I would find scary, imagining being in that time, having to deal with that nonsense. But all the other stuff that came with it, I wasn't I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. So that was unexpectedly fun.